If you don't know how to properly line a cake tin and your cakes always get stuck a little bit to the bottom of the pan, today I'm going to teach you the easiest way to line a cake tin. I'm going to show you how to line a round cake tin and a misshapen cake tin, like a heart cake tin. So let's line these cake tins together. Let's go! Alright, we're starting with the round tin. Get some baking paper and measure it to the size of the cake tin. I found this random cutoff I need to use, so I'm using that. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to fold that into a triangle like this. Fold it in half again. Fold it in half again. Fold that in half again until you get something that looks like a skinny pizza slice. Then you're going to turn the cake tin around. Some cake tins have like logos on the back. They're usually in the middle. So I find the middle of the logo. I put the point on the middle of the logo like this. And then I literally just cut the excess off. So you want that to measure like the radius of the circle. It's giving maths class. Then open it up. What? You have a perfect circle that perfectly fits to the bottom of the cake tin. To do around the sides, you're going to measure baking paper the circumference of the circle. Then I have this piece already ready to go. Once you've got that piece, you're going to cut it like in thirds basically so that it will fit the height of the cake tin. So those are the two pieces you need. Then you're either going to get a little bit of butter on this baking paper and put it all around the pan, or I've been recently using this oil spray. It doesn't matter, the cake's not going to be touching it, so it doesn't matter what you use. Stick the base in like that, grab the side piece, and literally just do this. That's what it should look like, and see this part that's sticking out? I usually just spray a bit extra oil on the side, stick that down. And look, your cake is going to come out perfect every single time with this. That's the round one, done. Okay, now this one's a little bit more tricky. You're gonna grab some baking paper the same size as the cake tin again. This time you're gonna get a pencil and you're literally just gonna trace around that. Then you're gonna fold that in half so it looks like this. Then you're just gonna cut that out. And look at that. Again, you're gonna spray or put butter around the cake tin. Pop the base in. I like to do with the pencil side down. Then instead of putting paper around, I put flour around for the hot cake. I just find it's way easier, so just grab some flour, pop it in. I usually do this over the sink so it's not messy, but I just tap it around and pull the excess out. Voila, that is the hot cake done. If you're making heaps of cake, yes, sure, it might be time consuming to do this, but I think it's the most important step. If you want to get a good cake with good side, good cake starts from the very start of the cake journey. So that is how you line cake tins. Let me know if this was helpful. Have the best day, guys. Bye.